what we mentioned earlier, there's going to be 2,800 units, okay? And what we notice is that most of the units, besides Promenade Peak as well as Zyon Grand, they are slightly, along River Valley Road, all your St. Thomas Walk and all that. They're all kind of hidden in. Except Promenade Peak, that's right here, and Zyon Grand, they are flanked by major road. So what does it actually mean in terms of, when you're very iconic itself?
Before we go into that, let's take a look at some of the most popular condos in Singapore.
So as we can see, the major condos that are very popular are like Normanton Park, Treasure at Tampines, Park Clementes, Florence Residences. So Jubes, what are the similarities that all these condos actually have?
They are very, very visible. The moment you are driving on the highway or you're driving along the road, they are iconic condos because it's either that they are very, very large or they're just very eye-catching. So even for City Square residences, when you drive down Little India or Farrer Park, you see it. For Normanton Park, even far away, you don't even need to drive near it, and when you're on the expressway or even on the small roads, Normanton Park will definitely catch your eye. So all these condos are very eye-catching condos that you'll definitely see even when you are traveling on the road or through public transport.
So the thing is, why it's also popular for rent as well as for own stay. I mean, just imagine, you bought a new place in Normanton Park, you invite your friends. They are also interested maybe to move over here after they've visited your place, from a barbecue party and all that. So tenants are the same. Maybe they've stayed here, then they tell their friends, hey, I'm staying at this place. Come and rent a place here. It's really amazing and I love it. So the thing about Zyon Grand, when it's actually so kind of in your face and all that, it's very obvious. People will know immediately where you're staying, and Grab driver and all that, they know immediately where to drop you. So same thing, it will attract a lot of tenants and it will attract a lot of future buyers as well.
Because people will be driving by, or even when they go past the development, because it looks nice, they will check on Google Maps what development this is.
Yeah.
And then because it looks so beautiful from the outside, then they will go onto your listing portal to see, okay, what developments are for sale.
Yeah.
However, if it's going to be a development which is not so in your face, then of course you would have to rely on the algorithm and the filters of your map and your listing portals to then prompt you to show you what are the developments available in the area that you're looking at. However, for Zyon Grand, it's going to be one of those developments that people actually aspire to live in because it's so iconic, so eye-catching. So we all know that Zyon Grand is going to have 2 towers of residential development and 1 tower, 36-story, of service apartment. Are the service apartment going to actually help buyers and owners of this development to boost up their property prices?
So basically, right, if we look at service apartments, let's take a look at the rents of service apartments in the area itself. If we look at Fraser Residence, a 1-bedroom is going for about 7.7 and a 2-bedder is going for about 10K plus at Great Old Residences. So what this does, a lot of buyers are concerned, firstly, service apartments, will they use my facilities? So we've already established they have their own facilities. That's one thing. And one thing I realized that for service residences is that they actually help to set the bar for your rental. Just think about it, CDL will be helping you to find, they'll be aggressively finding tenants for long-term stay because this is minimum 3 months of lease that they actually have to stay. So just imagine an expat who comes here, maybe on the first visit, they stay for 3 months. And then later when they are posted here long-term, maybe for a 2-year contract, where will they look at then?
When you're familiar with the area already, typically many people will just look nearby because they really enjoy and they know the convenience of its direct access to MRT, food is nearby, shopping mall nearby, I have restaurants downstairs, everything is very, very convenient. So either I continue staying at where I'm currently staying at, or I look for somewhere nearby and slightly cheaper.
So just imagine, right, with the price rents here for short term, just imagine if every month after staying here 3 months, just 10 tenants need to actually move somewhere long term and they want to find back something that has that ability to do long term. How much would you as a landlord want to price your 1 or 2 bedrooms for?
So if a 2-bedroom at a service apartment is going 10K a month, how much will you price your rental at your own residential unit for rent, which is just situated next door? Do you think that there's a potential upside here?
Leave a comment below and let us know how much you would rent your place for.
So for the 1+ study, 474 square feet, as we mentioned previously, it's a very, very nice in-between for River Green and Promenade Peak because of the sheer size of the unit. So if you take the size times the PSF, the overall quantum may be very, very attractive for buyers. So you walk in, it's an open kitchen concept. You have a tucked-in study here. Only thing to note is that for this study, it doesn't come with windows. And then you have your master bedroom and your bathroom here, which is also a Jack and Jill style. And one thing which is very, very interesting about this is that for 474 square feet, there is no balcony in this unit. Every space that you see here is all internal space. So one good thing about not having a balcony in this unit type is that because it faces a main road, it's going to be very, very noisy, and because it's just going to be your windows here, you can always install your noise absorbing curtains and the sound inside of your unit will be a lot quieter.
So now let's check out the 2 bedrooms itself. So for 2 bed, 1 bath, 538 square feet, there's only one stack. I noticed that there's also no balcony itself. As you enter, the kitchen is actually on the right side, and what happens is that both rooms are actually laid out in a dumbbell style. So this is actually what a lot of buyers prefer because they feel that it's a bit more efficient. Next, there's the 2 bed, 2 bath, 646 square feet, stack 12. So as you enter, kitchen and all that flanked on one side, and then this one does have a balcony. So I think this will appeal to buyers who actually like having that balcony space and all. And then you have 2 bed and 2 baths. Lastly, you actually have the 2 bed plus study, the 721 square feet stack 4 as well as 10. So this does have a balcony and also has an L-shaped kitchen. I think this layout will appeal to those who actually need a slightly bigger space and also own stay buyers, because as you step in, there's a study on the left side, and this study also doesn't have a window. So likely is most people would probably use it as a storage space, but here you have a very good size L-shaped kitchen and then dumbbell style laid out 2 bedrooms as well. So for all those who have missed it, we actually explained just now regarding service apartment, and we actually pulled out data of 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom rents for service apartments in the area itself. As you can see, it's 7,700 for a 1 bedroom and about 10,800 for a 2-bedder. So Jubes, if you're a 1 or 2 bedroom owner, how much would you lease your unit for?
I don't think it's going to be possible to be able to rent out a unit which is 2 bed, 2 bath for 10,800. But for the sheer fact that Great World Residences is already commanding such a price, if it's going to be for long-term stay, definitely there will be some sort of a discount. And because Great World has set such a benchmark in the residential rental market, I don't think that we need to be too far off.
Yeah, and one thing is that this one is actually set by CDL as well, because they're managing the service apartment. What happens is that homeowners who actually own the 1 and 2 bedroom, you actually have CDL to help to kind of hold the rents for you. So I think that investors who want to buy into this area, this will actually be quite attractive because you have a CDL kind of management style to actually manage and help pull long-term tenants. And just imagine every month, if there are going to be maybe say 5 to 10 tenants that are looking for long-term within the same development, and they realize long-term is actually a lot cheaper, maybe say 5K, potentially maybe a 1 bedroom could lease thereabouts.
So we've spent quite a bit of time talking about the upcoming new developments in the River Valley area and whether or not it's worth it for you to purchase a new 2 bedroom or new 1 bedroom in the River Valley area. However, let's bear in mind that there are many other existing developments in the resale market within River Valley. So if you're keen to find out more on whether resale is a better option or a new development is a better option, be it whether for own stay or investment, please scan the QR code to reach out to us, and we'll be able to share with you this list that we have prepared, which shows you all the resale projects in the River Valley area that have 2 bed, 2 bath, 2 bed, 1 bath, or 1 plus study. And even if you're looking for a 3 or 4 bedroom, just reach out to us and we'll be happy to share with you this list that we have prepared.